It all started with a fairy tale proposal in March 2025. Just a few months later, it ended with cops at the door. Forget what you think you know. We're breaking down the fight, the communication breakdown, and the shocking final incident that made Bambi call off her engagement to RAYFACE for good. To really get why it ended, you have to see how it started. If you're a Love and Hip Hop fan, you know Bambi has been through it when it comes to love. After her very public marriage ended, everyone was rooting for her to find her happy ending, including me. And for a minute, it really looked like she found it with rapper RAYFACE. Things did move fast. They were first spotted together in late 2024, and by March 2025, RAYFACE was down on one knee at Bambi's birthday party. She said yes, and they didn't waste any time showing off their love. Bambi was all over Instagram flexing her huge diamond ring. A month later, she made it even more permanent, getting RAYFACE name tattooed in bright red ink on her wrist. From the outside, it looked like they were all in. The gestures were huge. Everything was happening at lightning speed, and it seemed like the kind of passionate love story that reality TV is built on. They were talking about a wedding, a future, a whole life together. But as we all know, the brightest flames can burn out the quickest. And under all those perfect posts, the relationship was already starting to crack. The first major red flag wasn't some shady tweet or deleted picture. It was a full-on brawl at the one party that was supposed to be celebrating them. In June 2025, Bambi and RAYFACE got everyone together, friends, family, and the Love and Hip Hop cameras to celebrate their engagement. This was supposed to be their big moment, but instead it turned into total chaos, T-Squad. According to reports, the party blew up into a massive physical fight. And this wasn't just a little argument between them. Sources say the fight included Bambi, RAYFACE, their families, and even the show's crew that was there filming. We still don't know exactly what started it, which only adds to the drama. Since the cameras were rolling, there's a good chance we'll see the whole thing play out on the show. Bambi tried to keep it cool on social media afterwards, posting gorgeous pictures of herself in an all-white outfit and looking happy. But her party recap was missing one key person: her fiance. She was celebrating the party, not the engagement. Meanwhile, RAYFACE jumped on Instagram Live to tell his side of the story. He admitted they argued because he confronted one of her friends for allegedly spreading rumors about him. He said, "Me and Bam got into it because she didn't like that I was getting on her friend." He tried to downplay it, saying that love doesn't just turn off like that after one argument. But the damage was done. A party to celebrate their love had turned into a mess. Trust was shot, communication was breaking down, and this brawl set the stage for one last terrifying incident that would end their engagement for good.
You get to playing with me and disrespecting me in no type of way. So, bro, you playing with me is grave consequences. And whatever I got to deal with, whatever my consequences is behind that, I'm willing to accept that. You feel me? But long story short, this individual kept getting information from all these females, these miserable females who from my past, who was mad because they see me with Bam happy. And he just kept telling Bam that. So at the end of the day, we had an engagement party. Then after the engagement party, I seen him like pull up at the end. So me being who I am, I couldn't hold water. You feel me? So when I see him, I said something about it. And me and Bam got into it because she didn't like that I was getting her on her friend ass, and he finna get slid. You feel me? So me and Bam got into it over that. We ain't had no problems about no cheating. We didn't have no problems about this. We didn't have a problem about no baby mamas. Nah, we got into it about her friend. And she took her friend's side. You feel me? And I understand. I can't, Bam a lawyer person. I don't agree with it, but that's what she wanted to do. She took her friend's side. So after that, we had a real problem. You feel me? So I had my belongings at Bam house. So I went and pulled up at Bam house. Take note, I had the police escort me over there. The police escorted me to Bam house. Like when I pulled up, the police was outside already. So it ain't like I just went over there on some crazy shit, kicking in doors. Now I was with the police. The police say, "Do you live here?" I say yes. The door was locked, and I'm like, man, I just want to get my and go. I want my jewelry. I want my. I want to go. I had 100,000 worth of jewelry in there. I'm like, I can't lose like that. You feel me? I can lose. You know, I can't take that type of loss right now. I ain't want to. So long story short, the police was outside. He told me that I can, if I live there, I can do whatever I gotta do to get in the house. So I kicked the door open and went in there to get my jewelry, and that's it. And I left. So Bam was there. I didn't put my hands on her. We didn't have no real problem or no shit like that. But after that, shit was just so up because she did take Zell's side. You feel me? So at the end, I didn't like me as a man. I love Bound to death, but I don't respect that. You feel me? I didn't with that. I'm your fiance, bro. You don't go taking no back who telling you false and negative about me over and over and over again, bro. That shit whack as like how you coming in between me and my girl got going on, and then and Bam when he first hit her with that, she told me or whatever, and I had to try not to say something. Imagine seeing somebody and I'm trying not to say nothing because I don't want him to know Bam telling me what the going on or whatever. You feel me? So man, that's how it happened. That shade room, they need to get them stories right and get out there right. All shit about that ain't even my baby mama they got on them blogs. That's not my baby mama is Filipino, Asian, whatever, but that's not her right there. That's some old shit they got, and man, that's a bunch of bull. And man, as far as Bam go, I love Bam, and I'm gonna forever have the most respect for her, cause that's my dog. Like we cool, we tight. I just got through talking about her. She the one that told me to go live and tell the real. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But all that shit was over hating. You feel me? I don't know if he want to Bam his damn self. If you ask me, I think he do. I think like girls and bitches, and he sideways in love with Bam too. You feel me? But that's just how they weird be moving, man. I ain't used to that type of shit. I don't even be around them type of niggas. I ain't never in my life seen a boy girl all in one who like I don't know how they even handle you, bro. You feel me? Like you doing shit and this shit at the same time. It's so confusing to me. And I'm sure anybody around, and I don't care about people because I got family that's gay. I got family that's whatever, do whatever they want to do. That ain't my problem. I don't care what a do with his and with his ass. I don't look for that problem. I don't give. But it's like, bro, just because you don't mean you got to do fake. Being gay don't give you a pass to do. You feel me? Just because they don't mean you can be a hater. That ain't cool. No matter who you is, people, nigga, you still gotta be real. Not at the end of the day, what you is, nigga, you should still be solid. Like, and at the end of the day, like, I wouldn't like, bro, it's like, why would you be sending my girl all this? Oh, you feel me? Ain't what nothing recent. It's 2024. Yeah, but me and Bam met at the end of 2024. So whoever in the was fucking before her, nigga, ain't your business. You feel me? Yes, the police let me kick down the door. The police was outside. He told me to do it. The police told me to do it. He said, bro, I can't tell you what to do to get in your house. I'm like, what you mean? He like, man, do what you got to do to get in that motherfucker. You live here. I said, I bet. It was his confirmation that made me bold enough to kick it. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have did it. If police ain't tell me that, I wouldn't have did it. At the end of the day, man, like, I do love Bam, and I hate that this shit had to come to this, but Bam the type of person, she's so loyal to her friends and people around her. I don't even think that she like, at that time, it just all of us was tipsy. We was at an engagement party. It was a lot going on. We didn't just have that problem. We had 10, 20 problems that day. Like, the devil was trying to stop us from being happy and whatever was going on. And that was just the icing on the cake. You feel me? When I went outside, I seen Zell, like, sneaking Bam outside. He ain't come in a place. He just pulled up in a black truck, and a nigga would like had her come outside and was just trying to talk to her outside. Like, nah, and I seen her outside. I walked out there. I'm like, nah, Zell, what's up? Don't speak on my name, bro. I told him, I say, Zell, you speak on my name, bro, you going to sleep. You feel me? Any speak on my name, you going to sleep. So me and Bam like, Ray, don't all this. You feel me? So me and Bam had some words or whatever because she took up for Zell. Zell was a she was a and he gonna forever be that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And if you, I just hate that I let another person, no matter who it is, go my relationship with my woman. You feel me? And you know, this shit ain't easy. You know, it ain't easy, man. This is real people with real feelings and real emotions involved. And to be telling all these lies, making up shit on a nigga name and shit, that shit ain't cool in no type of way. Like, come on, y'all got my daughter all on blogs and shit. That's why I don't even post my daughter. She all on these blogs and shit, bro. That shit ain't cool. Yeah, you know, I feel the same way. I really do feel like I got friends that I'm loyal to. I got friends that I love to death. But when it comes to my girl, I ain't finna put them before my fiance. I don't care how much I love you, bro. This is my girl, this is my fiance. I can't let you come before my girl. I can know you you can be my brother. I can't put you before my fiance, bro. She come first. And I expected the same shit from Bam, but I ain't get that.
That was really sad to hear. I felt like I heard the sadness in his voice, and for some reason, I believe him. And I normally don't be believing niggas, but I believed him. And I think that Bambi is in a really tough predicament that I would not want to be in, because you have Zell, somebody that she's super close to. He's one of her closest friends, but he is also messy, you know, and always talking about what they heard in the streets and all of this type of stuff. And then you have this guy that you have fallen in love with, you're engaged to, and you want to believe the best in him, but at the same token, you haven't even known this man a full year yet, you know? So I think that if I would have been in Bam's position, I would have listened to my friend 1000%. But I don't think that I would have left my man until I had like concrete evidence, like concrete. Other than that, I would have just tucked it in my hat. You know what I'm saying? Stored it in the back of my brain, kept my eyes on a swivel, my head on a swivel, my heart on a swivel, and sat back and peeped the scene. I don't think that I would have been in a rush to get married. I do think that they have moved extremely too fast. Extremely too fast. Especially considering the fact that they both have children, and especially considering the fact that Bambi, you just got divorced, what, 2 years ago, if that? Like, girl, sit down, heal from your last situation instead of just jumping into something all over again. You and this dude, even though y'all care for each other, y'all barely know each other. So even if y'all are going to be engaged, I would have just had a very long engagement. But I feel like the pace of this relationship is just doing way too much. And to be honest with you, I would have said to Zell, you know, after a few times of him telling me stuff, I appreciate it. But unless you got concrete evidence, don't keep on bringing this stuff to me. Don't keep on bringing it to me. Because we all know Zell is messy. And I know that Bam considers him to be one of her closest friends. But we all have seen how Zell can turn on somebody like no other. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know how long his loyalty goes. And you can't believe everything that is being said in the streets. Like he said, the person that they showing, that I even showed you when I did my video last week on the fact that they had broken up, the girl name that they spoke of, he said that ain't even her. That's an old thing. That ain't even a baby mama. So, you know, I don't know. I feel like he's being genuine, though. I believe him. I do honestly believe that he really does love and care for her. And based off the fact that she was the one that gave him the okay to go online and say what really happened, leads me to think that they probably will get back together. But I do think that they need to slow down. Now, one thing I didn't agree with is the fact that he lied to the police officer and said that he lived there, because you didn't live there. You just had things there. You know, like, I want to know, did you call her and ask her, could you come get your stuff? And she said no. Like, why did you feel it necessary to come over there with a police escort. Maybe because of what happened at the engagement party, you didn't feel comfortable enough. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see how it plays out on the television show. But if I was her, I would have been most definitely pissed that you kicked down my door to come get your stuff. Because have you lost your mind? And I would hope that her children weren't there when this happened. But that is what's leading me to believe that that was the final straw for her when he kicked in her door. And I think that that's probably the thing that really made her be like, yep, engagement over. Engagement over. But if she was saying, no, you can't come get it, da 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 da, okay, then he had every right to do what he had to do to get his stuff. But the fact that she was there and he made it seem like she really wasn't that upset about it, I don't know. It's something off about that part of the story. But I think that they're going to get back together. I really do. But at the end of the day, she needs to keep people out of their business. She really honestly does. So T Squad, what do you guys think? Was RAYFACE just trying to get his stuff back, or was BAMBI right to end things for her own safety? Let me know your unfiltered thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives into the stories everyone is talking about, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your notifications so you never miss an update. Love you guys and thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.